Welcome, everybody. This is the second in our series of short stories by StoryStream. And today we're going to be focusing on LinkStream and what that can do for you and your brand. So your presenters, we have the lovely Amelia joining me today. And we've also got Tom Matthews, who's our product manager, who's going to be taking you into the realm of StoryStream and showing you LinkStream firsthand. So just a little content run through for you, so you know exactly what you're going to be in for. So we'll have an introduction of StoryStream and also why UGC. So for us, it's really important to help brands understand the value in user-generated content, and to really help brands to ignite their community of fans who are producing all this content. So we'll cover a bit more of that in our introduction. We'll then show you a brief platform demo video. Promise you it's literally 2 minutes. And then go over some of our platform demo questions. Then Tom, as mentioned before, is going to give us a LinkStream walkthrough. So you'll firsthand be able to see LinkStreams we've got with our customers and also see LinkStream in the platform itself. Then Amelia and I are going to have more of a conversational piece where we're going to talk you through what we're loving at the moment. And then we'll open the floor up for any questions. So over to you now, Amelia.
Amazing. Thanks, Charlotte. So some of you may or may not be aware of StoryStream, who we are and what we do. So I wanted to give you all a quick summary. So we are a visual commerce platform specializing in user-generated content and live video shopping. So what this actually means is we help global brands and retailers turn real visual content created by real people like you and me into the most engaging ways to shop online. So essentially, it's all about helping brands provide an engaging, relatable, and humanized online shopping experience, which results in an increase in engagement and conversions. Now, I think this quote sets the scene quite nicely for what we're going to be talking about today. I really like this from Emily Wise, the CEO of Glossier, and she said, "Amazon really sold buying, but it killed shopping in the process." And this is because so many e-commerce sites lack that kind of authentic, humanized touch. Charlotte, do you mind heading over to the next slide? Thank you. It's kind of very static, uninspiring, and transactional. I kind of vision it as people say, oh, I need a new t-shirt, I'm going to go and search for one and purchase it, rather than kind of enjoying a engaging, kind of relatable online shopping experience. So where we kind of feel there's an opportunity at StoryStream, we want to help brands create authentic shopping experiences with real visual content. Now, the two images kind of show this quite nicely. On the left, you've got the classic product shot image, which, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a place for this. But on the other side, you've got this piece of authentic user-generated content. And, I only have to ask you guys as an audience, and feel free to leave your kind of responses and thoughts in the chat, but which piece of content do you find more engaging? And I imagine you're going to say the one on the right. As humans, we're kind of instantly drawn to what other people are doing. I can imagine what this outfit would look like on myself. I can see it in a real environment, and I'm straight away just drawn to this kind of engaging and real piece of content. And from our customers, we've actually seen an increase in 10% in conversions when brands are sharing authentic UGC on their website.
Amazing. Thank you, Amelia. And sorry, just still trying to get my buttons right in presenter mode. So yes, that was kind of why we do what we do. And so now we're going to briefly show you a platform demo so you can get closer to the nitty-gritty of exactly what StoryStream does. Customers trust real content created by real people, more than traditional marketing content. In fact, 72% of brands believe UGC builds better trust with their customers. With so much content available, how can brands find good quality content and use it with the user's permission whilst also generating sales. StoryStream is a content curation platform that specializes in user-generated content experiences for e-commerce. We help leading brands and retailers to source authentic and real content created by their customers and seamlessly integrate it into their online shopping experiences to grow engagement and sales. StoryStream offers a best-in-class platform to both source and manage the rights to user-generated content at scale. Using patent-pending AI, we analyze content to find the best quality and fit for any brand. We also offer a full rights management workflow, ensuring that every piece of content can legally be used. StoryStream offers a range of highly engaging content formats that can easily be integrated across a brand's homepage, category and product pages, and inspiration galleries, showcasing relevant UGC right at the point of purchase. Content is also mobile and SEO friendly and can easily be personalized to create true one-to-one customer experiences. All content can be made directly shoppable in StoryStream, allowing customers to purchase directly from any content that they see. By connecting with e-commerce feeds, our AI can automatically match products to content, allowing you to easily tag thousands of posts in no time at all. StoryStream provides the analytics and insights to directly track the impact that UGC has on your e-commerce experience. Leading e-commerce brands can see up to a 25% increase in conversion rates, a 60% increase in average order value, and a 40% increase in site engagement. So thank you. A bit of an optical illusion there as well. Two of me on screen. So here we just really wanted to give you an insight into some of the common questions that we get so that we're giving you the answers straight away. So the first one is, how do we get content from social media into StoryStream? Now, brands can collect content by adding feeds within to the StoryStream platform. Now, feeds can be a mixture of hashtags, accounts, as well as like Twitter, Facebook, and things like that. So you really, truly collect your content from those social media sources. You can also import content either with URLs or as a direct upload. So how does AI work in StoryStream's platform? So using our AI technology, you can organize content. So Aura will analyze a piece of content and tell you whether it thinks the content contains a plant, whether it thinks it's indoors, whether, you know, sometimes when it's got people in it, it can tell you what the age of that person is. It can tell you whether they're outdoors, by a boat, you know, things like that. So using Aura, you can easily organize different types of content. You can also ask Aura to show you which pieces of content are high quality and low quality. So you can truly make sure that the content you put out on your website is exactly as you want it to be. So now over to Tom and LinkStream.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So yeah, as mentioned from my side today, our product spotlight is LinkStream. So our social link in bio experience that falls nicely under the suite of tools available at StoryStream, facilitating all things visual commerce. So the key to LinkStream is that it facilitates a much more engaging way to help your consumers move from social to your brand sites, featuring content that they've either seen on the grid on Instagram or on their For You page on TikTok, respectively. So with an enriched shoppable gallery, essentially. So some of the many key benefits being that it keeps the social commerce experience social with authentic brand content, or even more effectively, customer-generated image and video content, with all of the media being associated with products from your catalogue that's featured in the media of them. Another benefit, StoryStream's and LinkStream's flexibility. So it's highly customizable and easily managed all from within the StoryStream platform. And finally, and most importantly, it boosts site conversion rates as well. So influencing the journey from LinkStream all the way through to your basket. So I've got a couple of slides, if we tab forward a little bit, just to some customers that we think are doing this really well and seeing brilliant stats as a result of using LinkStream to nurture more website traffic from social. So first up, we have Source Beauty. So Source Beauty are seeing an uplift of 95% in their conversion rates compared to the site-wide average from other sources. Not only that, but they're seeing the number of pages that are being seen per session increase by 75% as well, with those visitors spending much more time on site and a much greater chance of conversion as well. Next up, we've got Kiehl, who are also seeing a great conversion uplift, but they're also really benefiting from much more engaged traffic here as well. So they've got a 10% reduction in bounce rates coming from their dynamic engaging link in bio page. So great stuff all around. So I wanted to give a quick look behind the scenes at the LinkStream creation area, just to show how flexible they are to build, manage, and report on as well. Wonderful, thank you. I'll go ahead and share my screen. Which is just loading. Excuse my internet connection. Can anyone see my screen okay? Looking at you, lovely panelists. Amazing, cool. So this is the builder area for LinkStream, if you will. So you can see we've got our kind of setup area on the left-hand side, and then we've also got a live preview for what that's going to look like for mobile on the right-hand side. Now, I've created a demo example for today's short story. So out of the box, we won't see any live stats here just yet. But what we've done is replicated the Peacock's LinkStream page here to just show off all of the modules to show what's possible. So all of the modules are listed here, where you can enable and disable them, add new modules, and edit the order with drag and drop. So here at the top, we've got our banner image, which is a nice capture of attention to promote current campaigns, which sits just above the fold when users are navigating from social to this kind of stepping stone page before web. Peacocks don't actually feature one of our other modules, which is our social module. So I'm going to go ahead and add that one here. But this is a great opportunity to feature all of the other places that your customers can find you on social, essentially. Obviously, no link in bio is complete without your links, which you can see the setup for here, and you can see the links over here on the right-hand side. But they are essentially used as the easy jumping off points for your customers to find relevant content that they want to explore, which you can, of course, visually customize to make sure that they are completely on brand as well. And finally, down here at the bottom, we have our flexible embed module. So I'll just scroll down a little bit on the live page. So when you create any experience, any content experience within the StoryStream platform, you are generated an embed code to add to your website. This is also the place where you could choose to feature that content as well in your LinkStream pages. So you could showcase an inspiration hub or kind of wide variety of authentic based content that is shoppable at the source. So it's all built to convert users through from the stepping stone LinkStream page across to the web. You can see here that all of that content is shoppable and features the context of the media as well. There's also a couple of other interesting use cases for the embed module, such as you could include marketing signups here. So a marketing embed for first-party data capture for newsletter signups from the likes of Salesforce or HubSpot or whichever CRM that you're using. All the way to more fun and vibrant examples as well, where you could host a Spotify playlist, for example, of all of the brand's podcasts that are being featured at the moment, that kind of thing. So a wide variety of use cases for the embed module. In terms of the data in the LinkStream builder, we have all of the analytics and the data points that you would expect, like the number of link clicks and the top performing content, as well as always being able to add UTM codes to any of the links that you're adding here as well. So you can hook up funnels in your conversion journeys in the likes of Google and Adobe Analytics as well. So I think from the LinkStream builder and creation, management and setup side of things, that was a nice summary that I wanted to go through, just how easy they are to set up and get going with. So I'm going to hand back to Charlotte and Amelia for what we're loving this month. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, so really great. I think, you know, we are obviously in the platform all the time, but we find it so interesting to see all the different use cases, and especially when we can see it come to life. So it leads us really nicely into our what we're loving section. I know Amelia and I can't wait for this section every month. So to kick things off, my chosen brand this month, and we obviously love all our brands, but my chosen brand this month is the Garnier DE LinkStream use case, because what they did is they truly enhanced their Instagram engagement, and they've increased their traffic to Garnier DE. So here is just an annotated version of their LinkStream to really call out the key areas that are benefiting Garnier. So, you know, they've got this shoppable link in bio that leads customers through to this really engaging social storefront where all of their products are categorized into different sections and using the StoryStream platform, so customers can pick and choose which content they want to see. Then when they're in that gallery, as you've seen from Tom's example, every piece of content is tagged with the correct products. And when you click through to them, you're seamlessly taken through to a link to the product and then through to their website. So it becomes this seamless shopping experience. And for me, Garnier DE has just really brought to life all their products. So products that potentially you just see when you're in Boots and out and about, like they've made this a really engaging shopping experience. And I really want to go and buy from Garnier DE. Shame we're in the UK, but you know, there's hope. But yeah, I really like the Garnier example. So now I'm going to hand over to you, Amelia.
Thanks so much. So I am going to be talking through what I love about Office Shoes LinkStream. So I think the first thing that's really important to mention is that they do a really nice job of letting their customers and audience know what to tag on social when they're posting to be featured within their link in bio. So for example, at the top of their Instagram, it says tag and mention @Office Shoes to be featured. So they're just making it really clear to their community how they can get their content featured online. And then when you go into the link in bio, they have a really nice branded banner across the top, followed by a variety of different buttons with different call to action, such as sharing 10% discount code for new customers. There's one for reading the size guide for a specific shoe, and even heading over to their TikTok page. So the idea being that the brand has total control over what those call to actions are on the buttons, and they can decide where they want to drive that traffic to. Now, in terms of content, I think they have a really nice variety of image and video content showing different products. And I really like how they share content that has kind of videos and reels on how to style shoes with different outfits. I think that's a really nice way of celebrating their community within the link in bio. And again, they can make their content shoppable, which is great when it comes to driving conversions. And I don't know about you guys, but I just want to keep scrolling. There's so much inspiration, and I think Office Shoes have made their LinkStream super engaging.
Yeah, I know this one definitely gets us all hooked in the office. Anyone working on it, you know, you start scrolling and then next thing you know, you want to buy 10 pairs of trainers.
So true.
If any of us can get hold of those Adidas Gazelles, let me know. So any questions?
I'm just in the Q&A box right now, and there's a couple, so I'll read them out and we can discuss them. So somebody's asked, how can I make a LinkStream match my brand's look and feel? Good question.
So should I take this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. Okay, cool. So alongside some kind of in-platform flexibility with, you know, like your banner images and your social links and things like that, out of the box, it will typically feel fairly on brand anyway, but there's a wide variety of different flexibility options. So things like the link buttons, colors, rounded borders, squares, shadows, that kind of thing, all natively handled in platform, as well as being able to choose the LinkStream page-wide font as well. For those super users and super keen and have brushed up on their CSS skills, we do also have the option to plug in your own CSS on top. So some additional flexibility, and we're always listening. The more things that people are changing more often that we don't offer out of the box, we look to include as part of the modules as well. So yeah, there's a wide variety of different ways. And we can make sure that not only it looks like the brand website, but brand guidelines as well, so that it feels tip-top and spot on with the brand.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I think some of those examples showed that really well. Like, you know, Garnier was that bright, vibrant green. Office, they used their office blue, and they chose which image they wanted to use in their banner. Like Amelia said, that was one of her favorite parts. So yeah, it's really great actually when we, you know, deep dive into some of these examples just to see how all the different brands use it.
It's true. It's great. It's one product offering from StoryStream, but no two LinkStream pages look the same. So hopefully that answers your question into the breadth of the flexibility pieces around the page.
Fab, thanks, Tom. Another question in the chat is, can I have a LinkStream in other places than Instagram, or is this just built for Instagram?
I think this is another you question, Tom.
Yeah, of course, no worries. Absolutely, yeah. So anywhere that you can add a bio, essentially. So I think typically we think of link in bio solutions as that route through and that journey to create a relevant hub that people can be directed off to. Shop men's, shop sale, shop tech, shop home, shop women's, that kind of thing. But it doesn't have to just be Instagram. Anywhere that you can plug in a bio that supports links, you could have this. So TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, just to name a few social media areas. But also there's other applications for this as well. Like us at StoryStream, we consider this a social storefront. It doesn't have to come from social. It could just be a storefront. So if you think that your LinkStream could be a hub that you're directing your newsletter sign up traffic to have a look at relevant content or themes or campaigns or things that are on sale or new ranges, seasons, model drops, that kind of thing. Yeah, it could be anywhere. It could be used anywhere. But I'd say newsletter outreach and email footers and things like that come to mind immediately. So yeah, not just restricted to social.
Amazing. I think we've got time for a couple more if there's any more in the chat, Amelia.
Yeah, we can have this question next. So how many categories can I have in a LinkStream?
So there's no limit to the number of categories that you can have in a LinkStream. So I'm going to answer this more broadly, just in case it means links as well, or categories of the content that's featured as well. So in your inspiration hubs and your galleries at the bottom of your LinkStream pages, there's no limit. We'll automatically filter by all, just to give people that kind of broad stretch of everything that's been published, but they can filter down by any number of categories. So you could have 20 categories if that is what your brand supports, and you have 20 different verticals of products. In terms of the links of directing traffic from social through to web, there's also no limit there. We do kind of want to recommend that, just to keep engagement and kind of focus and not to overwhelm people, to risk any bouncing, to try and keep this to like 5 or 6 links. Just because I know for me, if I'm overwhelmed and met with so many, like I say, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know where to go. So trying to keep it nice and concise, because we've also got to be mindful of the fact that these are, we're trying to capture the attention of these audiences. So we want them to click through as soon as. So as broad as you can make your categories of links, I would say the better.
Thanks.
Great.
It's all right.
And yeah, I think if we leave it there for questions, conscious of time, we've just got 3 minutes left. And I briefly want to introduce you to what we've got coming up. So first of all, a huge thank you to everyone who's joined today. This is episode 2 of our series of short stories. And I know, you know, speaking for myself and the team, you know, we've truly loved doing these, like showing brands how we can help to ignite their community of fans and really engage with them in the most authentic way is really great. So a big thank you to everyone who joined. And then we just wanted to let you know that in September, we're going to be having a short stories break. However, we're going to be doing a webinar with Territory Influence, who are an influencer marketing agency. And we're going to be looking at the trends for community commerce for 2024. Now, StoryStream and Territory Influence conducted a survey across the globe and deep dived into the trends of how people shop for fashion, beauty, and how people are generally shopping e-commerce at the moment. No spoilers, but user-generated content is a key finding and definitely what customers are looking for, particularly Gen Z. So join us in September, if you can, for our Territory Influence webinar, and we will see you again for Short Stories episode 3, hopefully in October. And thanks so much to my glamorous hosts.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks all. See ya.